Yo guys, what's going on? So basically, recently I've won a skywars tournament for $50 and it was pretty cool. My teammate was Jackoboy MC. There are also a lot of cool people there that you'll probably just see in the video. Before we get to the gameplay, I want to talk about the tournament a little bit. This tournament was organized and hosted by Dark Shadow Rain, and it was pretty scuffed. I'm not hating on Dark here. He really did his best for the first tournament he's hosted, but it was an experience. The event wasn't ready on time. It took an extra hour to confirm all the teams. Dark had to re-queue the maps at least 20 times because the map picks were really bad. Also, the bracket system was a little confusing too. And it was supposed to be something like a 2-hour event. It was a 4-hour event. Anyway, despite that, it was still a very fun time and I got to meet a lot of new people. Just a quick note, I'm going to be commentating over most of the gameplay after the fact because the audio quality was pretty bad. The way this tournament was set up was that it slowly narrowed down the amount of teams left based on points accumulated across multiple games. In this point system, a kill was worth 2 points and a win was 5, and this counted for the entire team. There was no individual points. In every round, points would be totaled across 3 games, and then at the end of those 3 games, the teams that didn't make it to the next round would be eliminated based on whoever had the least points. There are 20 teams in the tournament. 10 competed in round 1, and 5 emerged, and 10 competed in round 2, and another 5 emerged. And those 10 were put together and were narrowed down to 5 in round 3, and narrowed down to 3 in round 4, and finally was just narrowed down to 1 team. Anyway, let's get into the gameplay. I'm only going to show a couple games from the first rounds. That's because those games specifically got us to the next round. There are 10 teams, you only have to get in the top 5. So I start off, I get that nice kill. Basically, my entire strategy here, and Jacko's strategy, is to hunt for kills, because we're probably not going to win against really, really sweaty people. I get another kill there. Jacko already got a kill, so we're already doing really well. If we just keep getting kills, then hopefully we'll be able to make it just via that, because most people aren't getting as many kills as we are. So my strategy this round was just use all my warp arrows to get as many kills as possible. I end up with 4. And Jacko already has 1, so that's really good. And then Jacko dies and I get snowballed off. And I'm still kind of salty about that, but that's okay. Because of how many kills we got that game, we were able to advance into the next round, which was round 3, because we didn't compete in round 1, and then 10 competed in round 2. Now, this was a little more serious because, you know, the teams are better now. There's still 10 teams, you have to qualify in the top 5, but they're much better because the bottom 10 teams have been weeded out. So after I get an opening kill, Jacko and I kind of need to run, because there's a billion people at mid, because, you know, people are good. And we come to bottom mid, and we just get attacked by everyone. I tried to fight these people, and then I realized I can't, and I try to leave. And Jacko gets a kill here, but then he dies, which is sad, and I kind of maybe shouldn't have abandoned him, but anyway, I'm still being chased here by a billion people, so I just go over to this island so I could regen for a little bit. So I know how important this round is, because I'm still alive and have good gear. I have a really good opportunity to get a ton of kills, maybe even win the game. So I see someone, and I need to go in for the fight, because I need kills, so I straight line them a little bit there, and then I finish the kill with a warp drill. Next, I find this person who has, like, no gear at all, and he throws a poison potion at me, which works, but, you know, dude, it's not changing the fight. A single poison potion, that's just not going to help you. Later on, I find Diad, who's one of the really good people in the tournament. I jump over that arrow, I get a weird combo on him, I don't know how I did that, I kill him. He had killed a few people prior, so there's just a single team left. And they're pretty stacked, but I get mid refill, and I pearl in, and I try to hit him off, and I think I kill him here, but it turns out I don't. And I almost die a couple times, but I have, like, pearls and gapples, so it doesn't matter. He hits me off, I have to gap real quick. His teammate pearls back, I hit this person off, pearl behind him, and you're about to see some really shaky aim as I try to finish his kill, but yes, I do it. So, because of that round, Jacko and I qualified for round 4. There are 5 teams left, and there are going to be 3. And this time I'm going to show you all 3 games. So, we're playing really conservative here, because there are 5 teams, and we're not sure where we can get kills. And I try to snowball that guy off, it fails. But we're just chilling over here. There's one more team to our left, which we bridge to. And we're hoping to kill them. But again, we were acting super defensive. We were a lot less aggressive than we were earlier when we really needed kills. And now we were looking to play smart and maybe get wins. Favors gets 2 kills, and so we know his team is in the lead. They're also at mid, and they have a ton of gear. So I pro to Favors, and I actually get that really good combo, and he goes flying. By the way, yeah, he is nicked, and he has been. But MWH, his teammate, is still really stacked. I try to go to him, and he pros back, and that's just kind of sad. I block up here, because he's shooting me, and Jacko and I decide that we want to go try to take out this team, because it's only us, them, and MWH, and we want to try to get kills. But after a while of just sitting there, we realize that we're probably not going to be able to take the fight, and we want to try to get mid refill. So we go on the railroad, and I try to use my final warp pearl to warp behind MWH, but he just doesn't take KB, which is kind of sad. Jacko and I, upon refill, don't have any mid control, and we don't want to get stabbed, so we just run over here and try to get as much gear as possible. After refilling, we decide to go mid again. There's a trap there that'll be important later. I try to fight this team because I'm not going to take the 2v1, but I want Jacko to come in from behind. And I hit him a couple times, and I get hit off. I do that block clutch, which I think is pretty cool. But at this point, I'm just running away from slow eventual doom, and I do manage to juke these guys for a few more seconds before being nearly killed. I kind of block up here, and I barely survive, but my teammate Jacko ends up dying after getting 1 kill, which is good. And then upon refill, MWH just comes and stabs me. Now we're getting into game 2 of round 4. Jacko and I rush mid relatively quickly, and we just find this guy here who is like no gear, so that's a free kill. But we want to be able to win a game because we lost last one, and there's only 2 games left and to qualify. There are good teams everywhere. We end up chasing MWH for a very long time, but after a prolonged fight, he tries to pull away and dies in the void. So we have 2 kills already, and so that is pretty good for now, but we probably want more. So we try to fight the last team, except for the fact that they're both spamming Jacko down to 2 HP, and he has to leave, and now I'm all alone, and I'm like, well, how am I gonna win this? I basically try to jump down on this guy, but I fail pretty miserably, and I have to run, and Jacko's at mid trying to back me up. We both don't have any health. We probably could have won this round if we played a little bit better, but whatever. In the end, I just get rushed by the final guy, and there's nothing I can do. Now, we are in the final game of round 4. Jacko and I either need a win or a few kills. So after going around the outside ring for a little bit, I pearl onto Diad, and I get myself down to half health, and then I warp pearl again. And he successfully evades me here, and Jacko tries to go for him, but unfortunately gets hit off, and so I just use my final warp pearl to secure this 1 kill. My mindset is, you know, if I should just get as many kills as possible at expense of everything. This guy runs by, and I kind of see that he's weak and alone, and so I do jump on him, and so now I have 2 kills. That is pretty good, but it probably isn't good enough, except for I get straight lined off the map, and then MWH just cleans up the entire game. You know, it was really good for them, but we did barely make it by the skin of our teeth to the final round. Now, things are really serious. This is the last round, and there are only 3 teams. We probably can't just get kills anymore. We have to get at least 1 win. After going mid for a little bit, Jacko and I decide to retreat because we realize that MWH and Favors have a ton of gear. The other 2 teams are fighting over there, so I warp pro in and just barely get that kill. But unfortunately, Jacko falls off the map, and there's nothing I can do against this really stacked MWH with a ton of mid gear. I do knock him off, but he pros back, and that's just the end of it. Next, we go to the second game of round 5. It is on the same map, which is a little confusing, but it is a separate game. Jacko and I need a win here, because MWH and Favors already have a win, and so they're ahead in points, because there are less kills, so kills don't matter as much. After going mid, I try to warp pearl on Favors again, like I did last game. However, this time it goes less than optimally, and I go back with like half health. Because I'm at half health, I go back and get refill, and I realize that Aqua and Wilson have moved up, so they're right next to us. Still, I decide to warp pearl on MWH just because he's the most stacked one. I have a fire sword from earlier, and upon Wilson and Aqua leaving, we go mid. Now, we try to chase Aqua a little bit, but then Favors jumps directly at us, and I manage to kill him after he combos me a little bit. And then immediately after, I decide to warp pearl on MWH with my final warp pearl, and hit him a few times. Now I can't finish the kill, and so I run after him, but then he burns to death because of my fire sword, which is very good. Hopefully, we can win this one. We just need to kill the final team, except for when I was going in with Jacko, he was a little bit late, and I get comboed. They have good gear as well. Jacko gets 1, which is good, but not good enough, because at the end of a prolonged fight, Jacko ends up losing. The one thing we have going in our favor is that 2 different teams each got a win. So there is a chance that if we win the next one, we will win the game. So it all comes down to the last round, which will be live commentary. I'm gonna go mid fast. They're gonna go mid fast. Let's go mid. Let's go mid. Let's go mid.
Get up. Go. Go. Oh my god. Back up.
Nice. I'm good at it. Oh, I'm leaving.
You are so weak. Oh my god.
Take cat. They're gonna target you. Not today, bucko. Not today. Yes, he's dead. Yes! Behind us.
No! Wait. Oh, it's only you. It's only you and one. Oh my god. Yo, we did it. 6-0 was in the game. We won. Let's go kill him.
Let's go.
Wait. Well, we won.
We won and got more kills, right?
We've reached the climax where we've reached top 3, and let us begin. Aqua and Wolfston, you came in 3rd with 14 points. But now, what everyone is wondering, the winner of Dark's first Skywars $100 tournament is Abel and Jacoboy MC.
Go!
6 more points.
Let's
over
go!
Phil Wilson and the winner.
I won!